Hey everybody, welcome back to the warbossfitz channel, and tonight we are going to go over our December work in production Discord photos. And I know I'm really late this month. Our house has been overrun by sickness, and I've had a little person sleeping next to me on the floor the whole month so far, because my computer is the closest to the bathroom. So we are going to start from the bottom. And we're going to be looking at tank dress here. We got a couple pieces of terrain. Looks like we got some cool alien or undersea terrain going on. That is pretty cool. And then we got Christopher of Poznan, who decided to do a whole bunch of orcs along with a couple of Christmas ornaments. We got Christmas orc and a Cthulhu looking pretty cool, along with a dreadnought, a couple of pictures of a half-track he's working on here. I really like the way this is going, and I really love this sponge painting that looks like he's had it going on. We got some pictures of the orc and Cthulhu chilling in the tree. All right, we got the dreadnought getting some wonderful, like I said, sponge work going on for the paint. And then we got a whole bunch of orcs and one more that looks like an ATST / Sentinel going on. So we'll take a look at that here. Cool. Along with the orc dread looking really cool. And then we got a whole bunch of orc boys. Oop, like a whole bunch of orc boys. Well, in the big scheme of things, not really all that much. And then we got some buildings going on, looking good. We got Romans almost finished here. We got some siege equipment, and we got some Romans fighting against some orcs and goblins at 10mm. There we go. And then a bunch of orc boys. Here we go. Let's look at the final pictures he sent in here. This is his squad of boys up here full of shooters, and then he's got a war boss and his bodyguard. We got the half track all finished up. That looks great. Man, I really like orc half tracks. Whenever you repurpose stuff into the orc army, it's perfect. All right, that came out great. Next, we have Iron Biscuit. Looks like he's done a few things here. It looks like he was making a flower base. We got some work production here. We got the base coming together. And then he was working on, he said, a Marine for a charity painting contest. We have a Marine with a one-page rules logo shield. All right, we got some stuff here. Here we go. Here's the finished flower base. And then he did some more work on this guy. Looks like he magnetized the hands. Yep. All right, looking cool. Then we got Iron Biscuit. No, wait, we just Iron Biscuit. Capsaicin did some high elf weapon masters. Those came out awfully nice. And then here we have Max the Mad. Got some Templars coming along. Looking good. Looking great. I like the... I know this isn't a GW model, but I like the homage to older editions they have going on with the heavy weapons here. Excellent. Then we have more from Capsaicin. He's got some Skaven models going on. We got assembly, base Zenithal. We got the starting of the airbrushing. There we go. Oil your oil your rodents. Very nice. Very nice advice. Yes, those are coming out rather nicely. I like it. Then we got Spaceman Coco. I almost said Spaceman So-So. Whatever. We have a Havoc Dragon, and I know just how hard all of the edging is. And it looks like he did very well getting in there with all of his flamey decals, or flamey details. Came out very nice. Very, very nice. They have a Kazar Mustard. Here we got some Legion stuff. We have a tank. I'm not that versed in Star Wars Legion to know exactly what that is. And we have a Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, and some more troopers here. And then these guys, I like this color scheme. I really do. We got a biker. We got more of these guys. And then we have some Age. What was it? Age? A Song of Ice and Fire. Not Age of Song and Ice. Whatever I thought it was. A Song of Ice and Fire models. Alright. Then we have Deadly Tofu for some Gobtober. There we go. We got some goblins. Came out pretty nice. I like it. Then we have Nick 70 working on a Trench Crusade board. This came out pretty nice. Pretty nice. I could see myself playing some Trench Crusade or some Turnip 28 on this. Alright. Then we got Christopher. Oh, he already put that down below. Then Mr. Mean. Looks like he's got a couple of D&D models here. We got a Bard, and I think the first one was a Wizard. Looking nice. Then we have Greg. Greg is working on something special. As you can see, we've got an Orc Rocker and the whole band getting ready to go on this night. Then we'll come down here to see how he is doing. We got some nice looking flames going on. Looks like he's not quite done with that, but listen, we're not going to hold that against you to not finish something like this in a month. And then he said this is the easiest base he's ever made. I like it. And then we got an Orc in a bunny suit. Ta-da! Alright, next we have Nate M with the Wolf Brothers. So we got quite a few pictures to go through here. He started with some Wolf heroes here. And we got a tank. Looks like an HDF tank. There we go, some more progress on his Wolf heroes. And oop, I hit the button. Here we go. Looks like these are all finished up. Just need some bases. Look pretty good. Oh, there we go with the bases. All right. And then he says it's going to do a Tiger Stripe Ice Camo pattern. Yeah, it looks like it's coming up pretty good so far. Then we got another batch of wolves. And then they are done. Alright. So he tried some glow effects. I mean, it came out pretty good. Came out pretty good there. Here we go. Here is the bunch of wolves. Those all came out nicely along with that walker there. And then the tank. That camo is coming out. It's coming out great. I love it. I love it. Here it is, all detailed up. And everything all finished. Excellent. A nice little force. Well, knowing the Wolf Brothers, that's probably 2,000 points right there. Came out great. Then we have a Frog Wizard, so with some December God Tier. Okay, here we go. I remember I did play some God Tier back probably right before I started the channel. I was doing a little bit of God Tier stuff. So I haven't been paying attention to those in forever. I really like the way that gold came out. And here we got some of these. What are these? And paying some thieves for Frostgrave. Okay, so Frostgrave thieves. Excellent. Along with Fox Girl. And then Morn Bane. And he got those finished. Those came out pretty darn nice. And then Kira the Dragon Priestess. Excellent. Then we have Magic Mira with her infected finale. Yes, she has been showing us the progress on her infected colonies army. And it has been coming out pretty nice so far. Let's see what she does here. All right, we got this thing. He looks angry. He looks real angry. Then we got some vultures. Then a light drop ship. That came out nice. I really like the pop that she has going on with the infection of her infected colonies. And then we have Dorfstrike. And then the final squad of the infected. Excellent. And she has also given me permission to use her stuff whenever I do a infected colonies video, which I'll definitely gonna take her up on that offer. Then we have Taco with a blue Christmas. We have a clean looking Space Marine here, Ultramarine. Looking nice, along with a little bit battle weary Ultramarine. A couple of pock marks in there. Looking good. Then we have K-Lab. Ooh, these are the Iron Warriors. We got some Saturnine Terminators. Along with Saturnine Dreadnought. Iron within, iron without. Looking pretty darn good there. We have some Siege Terminators. Alright. Then we have some grunts. Some HDF grunts. Then a Iron Father. Or whatever they're called. I'm not entirely sure anymore. Centurion. Then another Centurion. So we have a classic looking Predator. Very nice. Some Assault Termies with a heavy flamer. Awesome looking. And then finally down here we got some Ogre robots. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Then we have Silent. Oh yes, Silent did some salamanders. Starting off with this, starting off a little bit ambitious with all these models. Let's go here. We got some airbrush work going on. Here is his test model. Came out looking pretty nice. Then he has a kill team that he is working on. Let's power through that. There we go. Here they are all completed. Excellent looking. Excellent looking. I really like the way that he even has worked the terrain color up into the feet. This way they look like they are not just sitting on the base, but they look like they are part of the environment as well. Very nice. Very nice. We got some close-ups going on. And then some cloaking effect. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we have, last one, we have Fat Machismo. Looks like he's working on some Christmas decorations here. There we go. And there it was, all completed. Came out pretty nice. All right, so that's all the entries we have for December, because this is where I started the recording, or I ended the recording last year. And just to make sure, Nate M with the Wolf Brothers, yes, we've already seen those. Okay, so we are going to go to our picker wheel here. I got everybody's name on the wheel. We are going to see who wins this month's prize. Looks like our winner for the month of December is going to be Greg. Greg, look for me. Well, I've probably already sent you a DM by the point this video comes out. So that is our December work of production. January is already started because it's already like the 12th. I'm sorry, I'm running real late with this one. Yeah, but if you want to take part in our work of production contest giveaway / motivation, just join the warbossfitz Discord. The link is down in the description below, and just post whatever you are working on in the work in production section of the Discord. That way we can show it off to the world here on YouTube. So that is going to do it for me tonight. I hope you guys are keeping your brushes wet, and I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. I'll talk with you later. Bye bye.